Hey, folks, welcome to Earth's Mightiest Mondays, where we talk about Avengers comics. Looking at three issues today. We're starting off with an annual and a couple issues. It's going to be a lot of fun going through these. Let me tell you what's coming up. This Tuesday, tomorrow, there's no TerraVision stream. Pete's on vacation, so we're taking a break for that. But then the week after, we're going to finally talk about Obsession. So I saw Obsession. My review is up. It is very good. I know movies tend to get overhyped, and you're like, "Was this really this good?" It's pretty damn good. Is that girl really that good? Yeah, she was pretty awesome. I gotta tell you. And I watched that. Like any new movie that comes out where everyone says it's awesome, I immediately shut it down. I'm like, "Oh, this won't be as good. I can guarantee you." And I mean, obviously, if you're walking around and you're saying that Obsession's the greatest movie that ever was, then obviously that's outrageous. It's like solid 8 or 9 out of 10 for sure. Like, it's pretty damn good. Could have been a smidge shorter, maybe a little bit extra gore, just because I like gore, but really there's not much I could do to fix that movie. Just a little bit could have been the problem is the story's a bit generic, but the plot is good. It's a generic story, but the plot of it is actually very good. It's just a little too long. That's really the only complaints I have. So my review's on the channel, check it out. But Wednesday we are back for G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. This is volume 1, Larry Hama, issues 41 to 44. I've read 41, 42, 43. I haven't read 44 yet. I'll read that tomorrow night. So far, they're really good. Storm Shadow and Billy training him and all that, that's like super awesome. Thursday, I play Spelljammer, so nothing on Thursday. But Friday, Fantastic Fridays are back. Now, this was supposed to be last Friday, but long story short, couldn't do it. So there you go. I want to thank the super friends. These are the channel members. We thank them at the beginning of every stream. So thank you to my channel members, guys. I put on the art of Thor, which is Simonson and Kirby. It literally doesn't get any better. So you can, if you're a channel member, go to the G Drive and download that sucker like right now. Like, download it. Get it. It is awesome. I'm like this close from just buying the full book. It is wicked. I mean, you cannot get better. Like, I mean, that's the two guys you want for Thor. So, anyways, get that. We always thank our friend Clobberin Times. So we put a CT in the chat to honor his memory. Big comic book super fan, and we miss him. So thank you guys. We appreciate that. All right, let's bring in our normal co-host for Earth's Mightiest Mondays.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey, Classic.
Hey.
All right, and we got our next co-host, which is Steve from Comics Asylum.
You ever play roulette? Always bet on black.
Hey, Steve.
What's up?
Hey, Steve.
All right. So Sean is going to be away for a little bit. I'll tell you privately, Steve. So we'll just keep it at that. But he is still coming back. Don't worry. There wasn't any falling outs or anything like that. Everything between us is good. All right. So FK was here with a super chat right away. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. FK's been around for a long time. So let's give him this is Avengers. So we usually do, where's my Iron Man? We usually have Iron Man blast us off for a super chat. So thank you. And then what else we got? We can use this one. That's like your your super chat thing there. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Joe Dog is here. What's going on, Joe Dog? And Phil is here. How's it going, Phil? You got Obsession lined up tomorrow night? Yep. Yeah. Well, it's not for me to say, so we'll just keep it at that. But yes, don't worry. He will be back. Sean will return for whatever stream he returns on. It's not going to be that long. So don't worry. It'll be good. CT. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that. So I watched, so So Steve, you want to do the credits if you want to do them, or classic? You can do the credits too if you want, or whoever can get it on.
I have them up, but if classic wants to, he's more than welcome.
You go ahead because I don't have it up.
Okay.
So no, I was going to say before that, I did watch Endgame, so we've completed our MCU, my wife's MCU. No, my wife really does like WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness, and I like both of those as well. So we are going to watch those as well. But then that's it. So we've concluded all of it. So I like Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's going to stay in the rotation. We skipped Captain Marvel because neither of us really had the stomach to go through it again. So we skipped that one. And we did Endgame, and I still really like Endgame, except for Thor being goofy for most of it, but then he kind of comes back at the end, I guess, sort of. Hulk is not as interesting in it, but he's okay. But all of the splitting up and going on the separate missions is very cool. I like when she goes where Hulk goes to the Ancient One, and she's like, "Well, I'm not giving you the stone." And then he's like, "But Doctor Strange gave it. Then why would Doctor Strange give it if he's supposed to be the best?" She actually says he's supposed to be the best of us. And he's like, "Well, why did he give the stone away then?" And she's like, "He did." It's like, okay, well then maybe I better give it to you. That was awesome. I like that. Like trusting that Doctor Strange knows what he's doing. That was cool. I love when he's like, I'm looking for Doctor Strange. He's like, "Yeah, you're slightly early." It's like, there's no Doctor Strange. It's like, oh. So that was pretty good. Hey, how's it going, dude? Sean will return for For Your Eyes Only. Yes. That is a great movie. We got to get the council together to do like a big James Bond thing. You know what? I really like, there's this guy, there's these guys that do what's, they call them modern trailers, because old trailers were terrible. I love old movies, but old trailers are absolutely garbage. I don't care. They're all, even Conan, my favorite movie all the time, the trailer's kind of garbage. It's like, that one's not that bad, but the old James Bond trailers are absolute dog shit. So there's a guy that re-edits them as if they were coming out today. And one of the ones that I've probably watched this trailer 70 times easy is On Her Majesty's Secret Service modernized. Shit, it's like super. And the way the guy edited, because he edited together knowing that the movie, so there's spoilers in the trailer, but it's just awesome because it's basically like a 1.5 minute highlight reel of everything. But it's awesome.
So it's like a modern trailer.
It's like a modern trailer, yeah. It does everything, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool because we've already seen these movies, so it doesn't matter, right? Dude, the Majesty's one is awesome because it's like it's like dun dun dun. He's got the big pumped up music in it, and it's like, the girl who helped me, are we supposed to just leave her there? It's like, this department owes her a debt, all right? And then it's like, then he calls her like Drago. He goes, are you interested in a demolition deal? And then it's like, whoosh, everything's coming in and shooting. And you're like, yeah, this is awesome. And it's like showing her like fight against the guy and everything. Like he's trying to stab her, she grabs it. It's like, and like he puts explosions in. Like it's just way better because it's like a super overhyped wrestling. Mm-hmm. It's like Hogan versus Warrior or something. It's like this. It's like, look, it's not that epic. Like some of these wrestling things, it's like, look, it's just a wrestling match, but they make it look like it's like the end of the world. If this, you know what I mean? Like it's like he made this On Her Majesty's Secret Service look like it's the most important thing than Lord of the Rings. Like, it's like super pumped. Plus, I love that.
It's like Cobra Kai, where they get you so excited for this stuff, and then you step back and you realize, I mean, they're basically a bunch of kids,
right?
Yeah,
fighting over nothing, really. I mean,
right. Yeah, Cobra Kai was like that. Like you get really pumped up, like, oh my god! You're like, okay, first of all, I took martial arts in the time period of Karate Kid, and it wasn't that important. I'd be like, I don't feel like going today. My mom's like, yeah, but I paid for the lesson. I was like, fine, I guess I'll go. It's like we half-assed it, and it was all cool in the beginning. Like the first 6 months of joining, you're really into it. You're like, yeah, this is it. I'm going to be a Bruce Lee, and then you're like, as soon as you realize that you're not going to be Bruce Lee, you're like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be Bruce Lee, man. I don't see myself. Like I'm watching these movies, and I'm not there. It's like, I don't think I'm going to ever be there. So it's like, yeah, whatever. It's like, this is like the most important thing in their lives. And like kids are getting their backs broken and shit. Like, I think like in season 1 or 2, like Blue Beetle, whatever the guy's name was, got like it's like he got, or like I think his back was broken by the guy. I was like, oh my God. Like where's the police? Like, if a bunch of karate kids break into my house and destroy shit, like, I think I'm gonna like call the cops. Like, I don't think I'm gonna settle this at the tournament. Or even Karate Kid 1, like, Daniel comes back and like he's almost beaten to death. Like, I think we better call the police. Like, what's Kreese gonna do? Kreese is gonna get arrested for like attempted murder or whatever.
Yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing, particularly with the modern show, with Cobra Kai, is that like this all didn't like basically it didn't all end in a flurry of lawsuits.
Yeah, like
ridiculous.
Yeah, because somebody's mom or somebody's dad would have sued somebody else.
Yeah, you know what would have happened.
Oh, guaranteed. Oh, if I came back and I was beat up like the way Daniel was, even in part 1, my mom would be like, what the shit is this? Like, this guy's going to jail. Like, F it. Anyways. Okay. Avengers Annual 12. You want to?
All right, let's do the roll call and everything else. So Avengers Annual 12, art by Al Milgrom and Joe Sinon on the cover. Release date September 27th, 1983. Cover date November 1983. Moonrise. So we have writer Bill Mantlo, penciler Butch Juice, inker Rick Magyar, colorist Carl Gafford, letterer Rick Parker, and editor Mark Grunwald. And we have the first appearance, if I read this correctly, of the United Nations Security Council.
Yeah, well, they're in it, so if that's their first appearance, that's it.
Yeah.
What's actually, unfortunately, we weren't able to do Fantastic Four because the Fantastic Four issues actually cover
right
Inhumans, and we weren't able to do it because of whatever reasons, and which is crazy because this actually continues from that. So in this Friday's Fantastic Friday, we'll be looking at the issues where the Inhumans actually get transported to the moon. So in here, they're already there, and that'll come into play. So United Nations. And they're like, well, we discovered some shit on the moon here. And it's like, it's a 1x4x9 black slab. No, it's not the monolith. And then when we touched it, this really irritating noise came on, and now we're sending somebody to Jupiter. Silver Surfer's going to Jupiter.
There's a big bald guy up there.
Yeah, where's the one? So I was gonna give you a few examples. The other is like, there's this really big, huge, tall, bald guy up there, who's got pictures of himself when he used to be more fit. Now he's a bit more. Now he's not as fit anymore. But they found the Inhumans. I guess the Inhumans were up there, and now we're not gonna get anything there. So so they think it's an UFO or something or whatever. But it's the Inhumans that were found on the moon based on FF. So they call the FF. And it's like, what in the blue hell is going on up there, Mr. Fantastic? It's like, oh, we had to take care of business. It's all good. But they don't believe FF. That's what they call the Avengers, for the Avengers to go to the moon to investigate it, because they're not trusting the Fantastic Four. Now here's the inverted costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now, are they blue or black? Right? Like, is it black and white? Like, what do you guys think?
I'm thinking they're dark blue.
Yeah, I always thought of them as navy. I'm with you on that. Classic. Hey,
Paulo. I suppose it still looked weird compared to how it was later in X Factor.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, like because he developed into a great artist. But you can kind of see like the growing pains, and for an annual, that's a lot of pencils for someone at the beginning of their career.
All right, so they're going to send, what's it called? Send up the Avengers. Hey, there's the Shield. So this is where they actually discover, what the hell, Attilan? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Attilan.
Yeah, and that's the Shield space platform. In that shot.
Look, it's the pod from 2001. We're sending you up in this new in this new spaceship we have with a new computer system. No, no, don't do it. Don't send us up there with that thing. All right, so look at all these weirdos we found. Like, wow! Imagine we sent that thing up. It's like Artemis 2. They circle around. They're like, oh shit! There's guys waving at us. Hey, how's it going? How you guys doing? We're doing good. They are you're right. They're not humans. They're inhumans. Oh shit. It's like, and then all this shit happened. I guess Walls, this is all going to be from Fantastic Four. So I don't know how far behind they are, because even in the Fantastic Four, the John Byrne ones that we're reading now, were they white suit? Oh no, did Secret Wars already happen in the John Byrne ones? I'm completely confused because they're all intertwined now.
No, because if it had happened already, then they'd have She-Hulk with them.
Yeah, so they don't. So there must be a pretty big gap in between these comics.
And it's probably within a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, RR, thank you, buddy. Has Steve managed to read God Loves, Man Kills yet?
Unfortunately, no, but that's on my list. That's on my list.
Masterpiece. And he was looking forward to joining in 2 weeks for FF 243. So when is that one? Let me see. Next week, let me check the schedule here. Yeah, so this Friday is 238, and then next week is the 17th. Yeah, I've got you marked down for that, RR. Steve, are you good for this Friday?
Yes.
Okay, because Sean won't be good for this Friday.
No worries.
But I will do it. Sean gave us the blessing to do it, but I don't want to do it alone because I don't know enough about, like if we were doing like Batman or something, then yeah, because I'm whatever. If it's something I'm more knowledgeable of versus like this is my first time reading these, so it's like I don't have the like I'll be asking questions to myself and then not knowing. Burns love for Galactus. Thanks, RR. Where's my super chat stuff? Haven't used this one. Boom, we can give you a few of those. And I was trying to find what else do we got? We haven't I just we just finished Endgame, and now I don't know what we're gonna do next. I think we'll do the WandaVision thing, and then after that we're just gonna now we're watching the Ghost in the. I have every Ghost in the Shell thing that's ever been released on Blu-ray. So like all TV series, all movies. So we're starting. We did Ghost in the Shell, we did Innocence, and now we're starting Standalone Complex. I've seen all these already, but we're just going to start them over again. The inverted FF colors appeared in 256. So 256. Okay, so we haven't even hit 240 yet.
So I can't remember if it was like some sort of negative zone thing that caused the uniforms to change, but it was cool. As a kid reading it, it was like, ooh, that's different, and then I liked them immediately.
Yeah, they get the inverted colors because they come back from the negative zone, and they come through without like a force field protecting them or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Why so negative? All right, so here, there's oatmeal thing, which will be explained on Friday. Here's all the crap that happened. See, they didn't have these costumes when this happened, so I think this is just they just forgot.
Yeah.
That's what confused me. Also, because we're reading these out of order.
Yeah.
Like we're reading them in order for Avengers. Oh, by the way, we're going to be skipping. So there's a Fantastic Four issue within this. And then there's a Doctor Strange issue as well. We're skipping those. I'm not going to put those in because the Fantastic Four one we'll get to when it's Fantastic Friday, and I skimmed it. Doesn't really matter. The Doctor Strange one talks about Scarlet Witch's stuff, so we're just going to skip that because we can't do everything. It's just like it'll never end then, right? Because it's just all intertwined. All right, so I don't know. I'm not dying over the art here. Their faces don't seem as good. I don't know why. It feels like Captain Marvel's afro changes density or something.
Yeah,
maybe or afro
a lot of like profiles. So you do profile. He did profile and then straight on. Not a lot of 3/4 turns, and that's why some of the panels look a little flat.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It was indeed the negative zone. Yeah. Burn originally tends to be black and white, but blue for highlights. Okay, so that's what he intended. Well, yeah, that's a good call, Paulo. Yeah, they did remember that, though. Yeah, he was the lumpy thing or whatever. All right, let's go to the moon. Hey, guys, we're at the moon. Let's go to the moon. We're just here to check everything's okay. Yeah, it's all good. Our brother Maximus was a traitor, but then he kind of came to his senses when the Enclave was it the Enclave? I should actually look at my Fantastic Four notes. So there was like a big battle, blah blah blah. They kind of explained it there. So they were attacked by the Enclave. Turns out that Maximus was eating the Enclave, but then he turned against them. So that's it. And there's Quicksilver and Luna and Crystal. Yeah, I remember when Quicksilver and I were total dicks, and then I stopped being a dick, but Quicksilver kind of continued. He just continued being an ass. Thanks, Quicksilver. We appreciate that. It's like, thank you. There's Karnak and Gorgon and all that.
Yeah, I think R is correct on this one. But the chronological order.
No, Fantastic Four, we should have done, even if we had done last week's Friday stream, even if we did that, it still wouldn't have caught it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the next one after that, they still don't have it. So if it's 256, that's 16 issues away from where I would be reading. Now, this might be in line with that, right? But that doesn't mean it's in line with what we're covering. Basically, just go with the streams. Like, it is what it is. Like there's no, it's impossible for me to coordinate because we're coordinating based on days.
Right? Is this a Ghostbusters moment?
This is the Ghostbusters, yeah.
You don't cross the streams?
Yeah, if you're crossing the streams is bad. You're going to endanger us. You're going to endanger our client, the nice lady who paid us in advance before she became a dog. All right, so it's party time on Atalan or whatever, the new Atalan 2.0, moon-based Atalan or whatever.
So I'm going to ask a really probably weird question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on a team with Janet Van Dyne, who has such amazing fashion sense, how does She-Hulk end up with Jane Fonda's workout outfit as a costume?
I think She-Hulk is difficult to work with. I feel like she's high maintenance. She doesn't want certain things. Oh, I don't like that one. And
leg warmers, headband, a blouse.
Yeah, no one reads them in order anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you know what? I did get this. Everyone was asking. So, see, I did the Canadian way, which is I waited until it went down to $35 instead of $55. Boom! I could see you didn't wait. Did you pay 55 or 35?
I paid 55.
Oh, terrible! Go away. Turn in your card.
John Byrne needs the money.
John Byrne needs the money. Well, I'm not paying him. I'm going to wait till it goes down to cheap. Like I'm going down to the value store and getting it for. I'm getting a deal. Like I'm not going to go down and pay the full price.
It's surprisingly pretty good. I flipped through it. I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
I haven't
visually,
read it yet, no.
Pretty good.
I'm reading Knight's Quest or the big fat Batman. Let me tell you something. It's awesome. In case you weren't sure, it's awesome. I don't like 90s Batman because of whatever dumb reason I have in my stupid face head. It's friggin' awesome. Like I need to buy that toy. Like Azrael is like kicking the shit out of guys. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, he's the same as Supergirl. So Supergirl murders people now.
No, Phil, I would not.
Would you tell She-Hulk? Yes, that is true. I would not say that to her. All right, so Maximus was mad, and he betrayed them, but then kind of helped team up with them. That's nice. So they put him in this stasis chamber thing to sleep, but Lockjaw has the sniffer out, and he's like, he smells what Black Bolt is cooking. And so he's like, I'm not sure about this. So he smells it. Something's off with this guy. Now, if you've never read any comic in your entire life, and never read any story or watched any TV show, you'd be surprised. But I was like, I only read this for the first time when I read it, and I thought, betcha I know what's going on. Guess what? I was right. So anyway, you know something's off if they're just having a good time. Like, the Avengers didn't show up to Moonbase Adelan just to like party. She all needs to have.
Eventually, she does.
Yeah.
When she switches teams, she gets a proper uniform.
Yeah, Medusa's. I love Medusa. She's awesome. They couldn't trade Maximus for Walt Disney. It would be the wiser, yeah. Okay, so this is all a bunch of whateverness. Eros is turning the ladies on. All the Inhuman women. Scarlet Witch and what's her face? Medusa. Vision, I'm concerned for Medusa and Black Bolt. Oh, how come? Well, you know, it's a comic book, and I've got to be concerned. Like, now they're going to get word here. Is it? Did we pass it yet? Oh, so she's having some bad dreams. Get to that. Black Bolt. It's like, what's going on? Something with Black Bolt. Come on, man. Couldn't they tickle him or something and see if he speaks? That would have been funny. Like, scare him.
Well, he's speaking now.
Yep. Steal a throne of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Black Bolt speaks, talking to his brother. Wait a minute. I bet you they did the old switcheroo. So that was the old switcheroo. She's sleeping naked, is she? I didn't notice that. Oh my God, you're right. How did I not notice that?
It was the hair.
Yeah. I like how his helmet has the triangle or the diamond shaped thing, which is also on Black Bolt's belt or whatever. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Look at Vision. Always creeps me out when he's naked. It's like he's like pure red.
You know what? This is the first time I've seen him like this ever.
Classic. Have we seen him like this? I've seen him like this before. I don't remember.
I mean, not like unclothed like this. No.
No. Okay. Because I know he was all red. Because maybe I
think there may have been a time when we saw like his head, where his he didn't have like that cowl or skull cap on, but we've never seen him like completely unclothed like this before. No.
Yeah. Scarlet Witch is like, whoa, you're all red. It's like, yeah. It's like, come on. All right, now this is Ming attacking Earth or whatever, sending down like meteors and shit.
The hot hail.
Yeah. Clytus, I'm bored. What plaything can you offer me today? An obscure body in the SK system, Your Majesty. The inhabitants refer to it as the planet Earth. Will you destroy this Earth? He's like, no, later. I like to play with things a while before annihilation. Dun, 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 dun. I've seen that movie 1 or 2 times. Isn't Flash Gordon the greatest movie ever? It quite possibly might be the greatest movie ever made.
It's
maybe. There's not 1 second that isn't awesome. Like, there's not even 1 second. Even if it fades to black, that black fade was awesome. There's not 1 second of bad in that movie. Yeah, it creeps me out too. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Why is Vision weird? Like, hey man, Linus, what's going on? Does Vision have a red rocket tape? I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. Yes, there was a George Tuska drawn Avengers where he went on a beach. Yes, I thought so. I thought we had seen him like that before. I own all the Scarlet Witch or whatever it's called, the Vision and the Scarlet Witch miniseries. I own
I remember that.
So I maybe saw it in there. Okay, so the Earth is being attacked from the moon, Well, let's see. It's either the Monolith, the Watcher, the Decepticons, the Nazis from that Iron Sky movie, or the Inhumans. I don't know. Could be anyone, or could be Ming as well. Gordon's alive. Yeah. Brian Blessed is awesome. If you haven't watched I, Claudius, have you seen I, Claudius, Steve?
No.
Oh my God. That is the best classic. I'll say this. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. That is the best acted and maybe the best written miniseries in the history of the planet Earth. Classic. What do you think? Miniseries.
Yeah, it's really good. Blessed is really good in there's a production of Henry V that he's not Henry V. I forget his character, but he's in it and he's really good in that.
Yeah.
That's I think like a BBC production.
I remember awesome.
I remember when I first read A Game of Thrones back around like 2002 or so. And King Robert. I immediately thought of him as being King Robert.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Robert Baratheon or whatever.
Yeah.
Invasion, yeah. Oh, Cyberman, you're right. You're right. That's true. But no, Steve, I give you my like promise, like guarantee. I will give you money if you do not think I, Claudius is the goddamn. We've watched it many times. It's 12 episodes. They're an hour long each. Every actor, you'll know every actor. Like John Hurt is in it. Patrick Stewart. I don't know if you're looking it up.
No, I saw Patrick Stewart with his perm, and I'm like, that got me already.
No, Patrick Stewart is fucking fire.
I can't wait to see it.
Oh my God.
I love that stuff though. I love that.
Yeah. Dude, Patrick Stewart in that is the goddamn freaking best, man. I want him to win it's Rome, so nobody wins. Yeah. I wanted him to win so badly. I was like, yeah, we gotta win. This guy's like so awesome. He's so awesome. I guarantee you, like, if that ever comes on Blu-ray or 4K, I don't care if that's $500, I'm buying it. Like, I will pay any price. I have a version of it that's like decent. It is the damn best show. Probably almost as good as the original listen, the original Your miniseries is, it's a 10 out of 10 by my completely skewed and overly favorable and shill scale for your. I don't know what anybody else, but I, Claudius, is a 10 out of 10 by anyone's scale, not just my skewed version. Best drama. Listen, Steve, I'm not making this up. Look at this. Look, I didn't pay. RR doesn't know I'm going to talk about this tonight.
I trust you guys. No worries.
Dude,
you don't have to convince me. It's all good.
Yeah, it's the best. I'm telling you. Okay. I'm going to vote that the Inhumans are attacking Earth. What do you guys think?
To quote Bugs Bunny, yeah, could be.
Could be. Reed, yes, I did. Check it out. Thank you. And I have saved it as a favorite store on eBay. So I did check it out. Thank you. I saw your message and I checked it out. I actually have everything that he has that I need. I have. No, wait, how do I say that? I'm not, he doesn't have anything that I need right now, but I'm going to save it because I'm assuming he gets stuff here and there. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. And I did check it out. Henry V movie with Brian Blessed is directed by Kenneth Branagh. Oh, interesting.
I love that movie, man.
Okay, so I've not seen that one. I will definitely get
that movie's on point, man.
And Haitian Paul Walker or Fire as well. Okay. Bachelor Sejanus gets killed by John Rhys Davies. Spoilers for ancient Rome, but Sejanus was that was Marco that killed him. And then Marco tried to take his spot. Bastard. Stinking piece of shit. Sejanus was the man. I was team Sejanus big time because Patrick Stewart was just so awesome. So I saw Patrick Stewart, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta team up with this guy. I don't care what he does. And Caligula is John Hurt, and it's the most. I mean, he's a disgusting piece of garbage, but it's awesome. Like, he's so good. Not as good as the Caligula movie, though, I suppose, but which I do on 4K.
Different kind of flick.
They've got to figure out what's going on. Thor. This is really cool. Thor's like blasting. He's actually like playing baseball. sort of like he's smashing these things as they come down. How cool is that? So it's the Inhumans are attacking. Obviously, by now, if you've read any comics, you know that it's Maximus who has taken over as Black Bolt, and then Black Bolt says to attack the Avengers. So this is he does like the sign language for. He basically gives the middle finger. It's like attack them. He points to them and gives the middle finger, and then they're like, "Shit, we gotta attack them." So these guys just blindly follow this. I guess I don't know. I mean, they've been with Black Bolt forever. They just trust him. Are Black Bolt? I guess Black Bolt and Maximus, are they twins? Like, do they look very close to each other?
I don't think so. They're brothers, but they're not twins, as far as I know.
Same jawline.
I will say that was it Duck Soup or whichever the one where Groucho and Chico, and it is pronounced Chico, like he dresses up as Groucho and they do the mirror, like the fake mirror thing. They look exactly the same. It's actually a bit like your brain you'll be like, wait a minute, how did they do? Is this CGI? Wait, oh no, there's no CGI. How is this being done? But they look exactly the same especially because Groucho's got the fake makeup on, right? So maybe they look close enough that like how can Medusa not tell, even with just with the mask or whatever?
I think it's a body transference thing. I don't think it's an actual. Yeah.
Oh, $10 for a tangent? A $10 tangent? Yeah, I'll take that. But the best ever not accurate but entertaining Shakespeare adaptation is Ian McKellen as Richard III. I haven't seen it. No, okay.
That is very good.
Let me write these down.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me write these down. So, Ian McKellen. Oh shit. Richard III. So Richard Part 3. I don't know the first two. Does it matter? And what was the other movie we said? Henry V.
Or Henry
V, yeah.
Henry V. I didn't see Henry 1, 2, 3, or 4. Does it matter? No. All right. Henry V with who's in that one?
He loses the belt for the last time in that one.
It's directed by Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be good. He does good on those.
Yeah.
I saw his Hamlet, I think, in the theater, which is like they updated the year. It was like they changed the time period or something, but it was kind of neat anyways.
It was Branagh before Dead Again and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they like with the Richard III one, they changed the timeline in that. So it's set in like the 1930s.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever see the post-apocalyptic Titus Andronicus with Anthony Hopkins?
Oh yeah,
I didn't see that.
Anthony Hopkins, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that kind of neat? I saw it in the theater. I thought this is weird, but it was kind of neat. I don't know. It was weird.
I saw it on video. I mean, I don't remember a lot. I mainly just remember, they come in that formation, and they're, it's the director. I forget her name. Julie Taymor, I think it's her name. She's like a Broadway director.
Mm-hmm.
She directed a lot of musicals and stuff, and it's very stylized. They come marching into the arena, and they've got all the like blue clay on them. It's real cool looking.
It was neat. It was neat.
Yeah, but I don't remember a whole lot, to be honest.
Thank you, or I'll give you the pool.
It was, Anthony Hopkins. So how bad could it be?
Yeah,
right?
can't go wrong.
But yes, no, I do like some of those like not time period, like whatever time display. I don't know what you call them, like non-time accurate ones that are kind of neat. Like even the what was the other one? Yeah, no. So the Kenneth Branagh Hamlet. I think that was the full Hamlet. Actually, I think that was the full thing, right? Holy shit! It must be like over 4 hours or something.
Yeah, it's pretty long. He didn't do like a lot of the usual cuts people do.
Yeah, I like the Roman Polanski. Careful. I like the Roman Polanski Macbeth. That movie is just badass. That's gotta be one. Yeah, that's gotta be. I got that on Criterion.
It's my fave play, I think.
Me too.
If I had to choose, I think it's my favorite.
I agree with that. Okay, I love that we went from Avengers to
Well,
to
it's because of
Shakespeare.
Thor. Thor took us there.
Thor took us there. Yeah. Saw a trailer for Heart of the Beast. Okay, I know I haven't seen that trailer.
Michael Fassbender did a Macbeth.
I have that.
Yeah,
I've not watched it, but I have it. Was it good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to mess up Macbeth. I think even Denzel did it, didn't he?
I haven't seen that one.
He might have. I don't remember.
I think it was a black and white. Let me check it out.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the Inhumans are now going to fight the Avengers. So let's see some of this cool fighting here. Tackle.
Yeah, he did it in 2021.
Oh,
because I remember watching it during the pandemic.
Okay, that's random. I somehow missed that one. I thought I had all the Macbeths, but obviously I don't. And I just dropped something, but it's fine. Okay. Okay, I will look that up. I'm sure I can find that.
Oh yeah, you'll find it.
So Vision, I like how Karnak is like, because his thing is he finds the striking point or the weak point or something, but like he's all intangible or whatever. So like, how's that going to work? Now it's like these guys are fighting, and then oh man, Star Fox, you threw him in water. The guy's literally a water guy.
Yeah, but Star Fox, he kind of goes a little offside in beating him. Basically tickles him.
I haven't used this one in a while, but as soon as he threw him into the water, I thought of this. This is actually a lot louder than I remember it being, so careful with your ears.
That's a fucking 50 DKP minus!
What the
I
hell
haven't
is
used
that?
that one. I haven't used that one in a while. You guys don't know the 50 DKP minus?
Absolutely not. What the heck is that?
Oh my god! Well, we're going to talk about it after. Let me write. How can this be possible? This is like not knowing the Star Wars kid or whatever. Okay, minus 50. We're gonna talk. I haven't played that one in a while. Remember the Star Wars kid?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Poor guy. Actually, his Star Wars thing is better than the sequel trilogy. That kid got vindicated. He's like, yes, now my Star Wars thing is better than half the shit they. At least he put thought into it. The Star Wars kids, I'm gonna get that kid on the street and say, you know what, kid, you've been vindicated, buddy. Your Star Wars thing's way better than half the shit that they produced. At least it looked like you were trying to do some moves. Anyway. I mean, a Quicksilver versus the speed of light. That is very cool. All right, so now he turned tangible. Okay. He goes, you have caused me pain, Android. Okay, yeah. And then he's able to figure out something here, but you have also provided me with the opportunity to probe your strengths. So my talent to see the weakness and stress points and all, including intangible things. By vibrating my hand like so, I can touch the untouchable. Wow, that's pretty cool.
That is some Kwai Chan Kane Shang-Chi stuff right there.
I mean, She-Hulk's just going to punch your head off.
He used the quivering palm technique.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater hour, so it's a little hard to avoid it at this point.
Actually, if you want a really good Hamlet, watch Strange Brew.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's Hamlet, but with the Mackenzies are in the role of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's
and R is right about the Brana Hamlet. Ugh, it's a tough watch.
Yeah, I think you got to be a real big Shakespeare fan to sit through the whole, or at least watch it in installments or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I did get through it in the theater. Got through it. Pee Wee Herman used the quivering palm. That's great. He did the quiver.
Damn.
But they didn't appreciate it. They didn't appreciate it back then. They would have appreciated it more now. Black Bolt. It's like, what are you? And then I think, is it? She says to Medusa, "Is it Wasp?"
What did she call him?
Where are we at here?
At top panel on the same page, when she lunges at him.
Wow. Yeah, fork face.
Wow. Okay.
So Medusa questions Black Bolt. and she thinks something's off or whatever. Oh, I lied. They don't look the same. I'm so stupid. They did a mind transfer.
Yeah, they just did a mind transfer. That's all.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, they did a mind transfer. But how does his like my question? My question was going to be if Maximus's mind is in Black Bolt's body and he speaks, doesn't that still destroy everything?
Shouldn't change the power.
It's comics, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, it's comics. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. It's like, hold on. I got to give you one for that. Where's my?
Can't argue with a confident man.
Yeah, that's it. It's comics. You've done it again. All right, so yeah, it's comics. All right, so anyways, that's what got confused. I was like, oh, did they switch bodies or something? I was like, oh no, they switched minds. Like, oh, but wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they basically say like, are you just going to go along with Black Bolt? You know what I mean? Like unquestioned and everything. It's like, no, turned out there was a mind transfer. The old mind transfer technique. That's the second time this month I've fallen for it. So they tie him up. And then they go through the portal here. So Lockjaw takes them back. They come back to Maximus's actual body, who's laying there in very cool armor. Maximus always had very cool, like he had like a cool armor or whatever. So that's kind of neat.
It's very Kirby-esque.
Very Kirby armor. And then they punch through that. Well, they visions through it. To Vision. So it's like he visions through it. And they swap back their minds. And then Black Bolt gives him a Hurricanrana. No. Gives him a Mexican destroyer. How come there's no wrestling moves? It's like, well, remember in the TSR game, like Hercules had all the wrestling moves or whatever, right? So like wrestling A, B, or martial arts A, B, C, or whatever. Like,
oh yeah, that's right. They
had all those different.
And Cap knew all of them.
I think Captain America had all of them. Yeah, all the the whole alphabet of moves.
So Black Bolt and Maximus are basically Loki and Thor, but on a higher rung. Like instead of princes, they're king and prince, I suppose.
Yeah, so the Enclave was using their weaponry, so they got to destroy that too. There's your Enclave guys. Mm-hmm. The big orange suits or whatever. Here comes Black Bolt. And he destroys all their weaponry. So literally Thor, this entire time, Thor has been battling those meteorites. Or that's pretty cool.
Which doesn't make sense to me. And Classic, help me out with this. Thor has flown through space on those space goats, right? Like he doesn't always travel by the Rainbow Bridge. So how's he running out of air here? It's comics, bro. It's comics, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, I think, pretty well established. He can hold his breath for a pretty good while, but he does need to breathe eventually.
Yeah. Because he's been on those goats and been talking. So, like when the goats that pulled the Viking ship in space. So,
I would speculate that maybe the chariot has some kind of enchantment on it where it retains an atmosphere around him or something, like some hand wavy stuff like that.
Yeah.
And more importantly, oh my goodness, what is happening here? Like Medusa,
like,
are you
this looks like Terry Austin's inks here.
It does, doesn't it?
Like, yeah, he definitely got an upgrade here. And now we're going to live happily ever after. Yeah, right. Little known fact: Senior Maximus the Man escaped to post-apocalyptic Australia and became a highway. All right, look at this. This is the best. Look at this blank space here. That's like John Forte. No, not John Forte. That's Vince Coletta's favorite cover. Ooh, one third of it doesn't have to be inked at all. Like, that's great. Mad Maximus, yeah. Mad Maximus, yes, you're right. Then his family got killed, and then then he had to kill the toe cutter. All right, Avengers 233.
All right, Avengers 233. Release date April 5th, 1983. Cover date July 1983. Cover art by John Byrne and Joe Sinnott. The Annihilation Gambit. Writers Roger Stern and John Byrne. Penciler John Byrne. Inker Joe Sinnott. Colorist Christy Shield. Sorry. Letterer Jim Novak. Editor Mark Grunwald and Michael Carlin. And it's the first appearance of Jorge or George Latham, who incidentally created Hawkeye's Sky Cycle.
Oh,
Didn't know that.
the Annihilation Gambit. Wait a minute, Gambit. No, that's not what we're talking about.
No, a few years early.
Yeah.
And I did buy this one off the rack. And you're gonna say, J-Man, an unlikely story.
Yes. No, I completely believe you. Why would you say that?
Well, there's a heel turn.
I always do I always do the Snake Plissken thing. Call me Snake, and at the very end, it's like I'm offering you a job. Snake is like, the name's Plissken. That's one of the things I learned from Snake Plissken is you always give them the other thing. After watching time travel to ancient Rome, became a famous general who was betrayed. Yes, that's right. That's right. Gladiator. Glady hates her. In New York, there's Captain Marvel flying around until she gets smashed in the face with an energy barrier. What happened? What the hell's going on here? I can't get through. She's doing a mime thing. So, there's an energy. This is the Under the Dome Stephen King series, which I watched for like a season, and then I just kind of lost interest on it. But she can't. So she's trying different energy forms to break through the barrier, but she cannot do it. I think she says gamma was the closest. She felt almost like the gamma. Yeah. Gamma energy could have worked or whatever, but just didn't. Foreshadowing. Yeah. All right, so she just becomes pink and says, I'm going home. No. She goes to see Wasp. Hey, Wasp, there's this energy barrier around the city. I don't have time to deal with that right now. I'm trying to figure out how to fix Quantumania from being a shit movie. It's like, well, shit, that's going to take a while. All right. Better go get someone else. There's a Twilight Zone episode from the 80s series about a dome. Oh, yeah? I don't have any of those. I have the old one.
That sounds familiar, actually. And yeah, I do. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that makes total sense, RR.
This is for sure. Because you know what? Until that panel, I didn't really for sure get how it works. It's like, okay, so she had, but yes, that is very good. Oh, yeah. Phil was not a fan of, I did my Monica Rambeau is awesome. And he said, no, she's not. I'll pose a question actually. So let's hold on, let me get a notepad here. Because I want to do this. I don't want to do this while we're talking about the comic. This will be an after. When and minus 50 DKP, because I can't believe you guys don't know the minus DKP. It's Dragon Kill Points is what it stands for. And it's one of the most hilarious guy losing his mind. Like, you heard the yelling there. That yelling is like 10 minutes long. It's awesome. I only clipped the it's awesome. It's absolutely genius. They've interviewed the guy because it became a big thing. Okay. So Captain America, normal looking, pretty cool. He's an artist, although he's painted nothing.
His friend Bernie, this is from the Roger Stern run of Captain America when he was an artist. Freelance artist.
So Bernie is the name of the girl he likes in the Albert Pion Captain America movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, I like that movie.
Mhm.
It's got the rubber ears, which is a bit
which
weird.
is fine. JD Salinger's son, right? Isn't that did he play Steve Rogers?
Oh my God. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And we got Ronnie Cox in it.
Mhm.
And he's cool. And, an Italian Red Skull, but
Yeah.
that's odd. We captured this boy from Italy and turned him into the German. No, that's weird. Okay,
Yeah, Matt Salinger.
Matt
Yeah.
Salinger. Yeah. Oh well, anyway. Beep 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 beep. I'm on my way. No, Steve, you can't say that. It's
Oh, you know what?
guys.
That wrist, that on his watch, anyone from a certain age remembers that, like those elastic kind of wrist bands for your watch, and they'd always like pinch you. It was metal and segmented, and you could pull them apart because you just slipped the watch on. You didn't like clasp it or anything.
Yeah. I'm on my way. Dun, dun, dun. Does he need to wear it underneath? Like, I don't know if he really needs to wear it underneath, but
you never know.
All right. Meanwhile, at the Baxter building, Alicia is getting a choke slam by Annihilus.
Yeah, and so this goes back to the annual because they're telling you to refer to the Fantastic Four issues that lead into this issue, and it's 251, 255.
Okay, so yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So we're going back to the future here.
Yes, I'm sending you back to the future. Me.
And I think it's this storyline here with Annihilus that has them getting the costumes changed.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, because the prior to this, they're stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's able to take, and he shut down the portal and stuff, so they can't get through. I think this is very cool. This She-Hulk trying to actually push the dome.
Yeah.
I think that's realized or drawn very well.
And the fact that you can't see the dome, but the figure's drawn so well that you can feel all the tension, the weight, and the strength in it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Spoiler, you can't fix quantum information unless you change the entire story. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That sounds true.
And speaking of Quantum Mania in a weird tangent, after watching the first 3 episodes of X-Men 97.
Oh, they're awesome.
Aren't they awesome, J-Man?
Yeah, they're super awesome.
That third episode, you realize how much of a cluster F they did with Kang.
Oh yeah, Ramato was wicked, man. Oh my God, he was so good. Oh, and having him fighting Apocalypse, that's genius.
It makes total sense. That was awesome. I've always wondered why, and maybe it's just because I never read them, why they didn't interact more in Marvel lore. And maybe
I feel like I was so stunned. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I was like, wait, is that Ramatut? I'm like, oh shit, what the shit? That is him. What the hell's going on? He's doing
yeah, it was so good. It was so
good. I review. I don't know if I should review. I reviewed those episodes. I'm too much of a shill for that cartoon. I can't. I'm just watching it.
You can't be objective.
I can't be objective, so I need to step away. Like I'm watching it. I was like, "This is fucking awesome!" Like it just looks awesome. And then they had the X-Force intro. And I know they didn't have Domino, Shatter because they didn't pay. Rob Liefeld said they didn't pay me for those in that cartoon. So I was like, they didn't want to pay Rob, so they gave it. It's like Archangel. When was Archangel in X-Force? Well, I guess he was in Uncanny X-Force actually, but
maybe.
Like, why would Jubilee be in X-Force? That was stupid. But it doesn't matter. It's just cool. Mm-hmm. Vince Colletti erased it. They did draw the dome, you're right, but then Vince Colletti erased it. I love this, like, using the shield here. That's cool.
Yeah.
To like dig or whatever. And then I don't know what the hell was going on with these two guys. Like, I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were thinking.
It was just an excuse to get him in her arms.
Right. Woo! Thanks for catching me, She-Hulk. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Now Thor will get through this barrier. I'll throw my hammer, and it went through and didn't come back.
Yeah, and this poses a problem.
Yeah. I love where he's like, I think I left the stove on. Guys, you know what? Oh shoot. Gosh darn it. To heck. I left the stove on. I'll just be right back. I left the stove on at home. I better go. Captain America goes, yeah, go. So Thor leaves and turns into Donald Blake in some alleyway. That was funny. Okay, back at Cross Tech or whatever it's called. Cross
Technologies.
Cross Technologies, yeah. Hawkeye has no eyes, but then he gets them back, so that's fine. It was just for a second. And he's like, I'm working here. Remember, guys? I'm working here. Yeah. We remember. Shit. Yeah, you're right. You're working there. So they're like, okay, how are we going to get through? Right. And then Star Fox is like, I'm useless. So now he's like chatting up the big like lady here. It's like, okay.
He's not really chatting her up. He's kind of whatchamacallit, using his mojo. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a POS.
Yeah.
All right, how are we gonna get through? Vision can phase through, so he does phase through and then just collapses.
Mm-hmm.
This is like Assault on Precinct 13, where Cheney goes out and then falls. Cheney just fell down.
Mm-hmm.
What? And then they go and they're being shot at. So someone just nailed them. Now Scarlet Witch is pissed right off. Let me in. Not by the hair of your chinny chin chin. So Vision steps through it, falls down. They mention now that Annihilus is not immortal anymore. So I guess that was like he lost his. Remember that wand that he has or whatever?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have that anymore. Is this the first time, because we're behind on FF because Avengers is ahead in the streams? Has he taken his helmet off like this? Like,
not that I've seen.
This was his face.
This was a first for me.
Like, did you guys like? And chat also, did you guys think this was like Annihilus's face? Like, I thought that was just his face. I didn't realize he could remove that or whatever.
Yeah, I thought he was cybernetic kind of whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's like an insect type creature.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this, getting this. What's going on with this woman here? Woo. Hey, what appeared? Oh, shit. Yeah, that just appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, I think this was the first time. This was crazy, actually. Yeah. Like, I was like, oh, shit. I was like, what? He decapitated himself? It's like, no, yeah, because you saw him earlier and he looked different. I was like, oh, his face is all messed up. Whoa, this building appeared out of nowhere. Guys, there's a building that just like randomly appeared. It's like, should we be worried about that? Nah, I'm good. We're good.
Oh, right. And this is interesting because I was reading Hulk around this time. They're trying to figure out how to get into the bubble, into that dome. And then Jan's like, well, if Dr. Banner was here, he could have helped us. And this is when Hulk had become intelligent, but he had turned down their offer to join the Avengers because he was also at this point a year away from totally losing his S before he becomes Savage Hulk and ends up in the crossroads. And there's a really cool corner box thing. Sorry to interrupt you there, J-Man.
Yeah, go ahead.
But as he's going from Smart Hulk or Banner taking over the persona all the way to becoming Savage, throughout that year, the corner box changes from kind of like Smart Hulk to Savage Hulk each month.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, RR, you're not wrong.
Yeah, but you could solve most problems that way, I think. Like 99.9%. All right, so she mentions gamma energy could potentially pass through. Now this Star Fox is like is a bit of a smarty pants too, right? Like,
Yeah, it's kind of interesting the way that he's drawn here. Is it just me, or could Jude Law have played Star Fox?
oh my God, it is Jude Law. Yeah,
Even though Jude Law was not a thing back in '83.
Yeah.
looks like what is it? What is the AI? The movie AI,
Mm.
where he's like that, gigolo guy, or kind of like that.
And the Marvel Widow's Peak. Oh, as that several of their characters seem to.
Yeah, I did a Widow's Peak, a fake one. Because I was doing Namor videos and I wanted to look like Namor, so I did a fake Widow's Peak, and then I did it with my hair. The best Widow's Peak is the Doc Savage one in the later, because Doc Savage never had it when he first started, but then he got one later.
Yeah,
and it's like super sharp. It's like a perfect like curve down, like.
Like it's so popular. Even Iron Man has one. Vision has one.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
All right, so they're going to go through. Oh my God, it's Annihilus's head is the entire sky. Attention, Earthlings. The Fantastic Four are in the negative zone. I always felt that they were, very positive. I don't mean they're feeling negative. They're literally in a negative zone. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, stop interrupting me. I'm trying to declare my dominance here. Now you have to pay me $1 million. Oh no! What was $100,000? No, that's. Or I'm going to destroy everybody. It's like I'm going to take everybody and give them like. Imagine if Annihilus gave you a spear, he'd kill you with the spikes.
He's channeling his inner Doctor Doom here.
Why doesn't that idiot turn into neutrinos?
I think because Phil, I think she's kind of like Firestorm at this point, where just because you have the power, you don't know. Like if it wasn't for Professor Stearns, Ronnie would have no idea how to use his powers, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like she's a cop, It's not like she's a physicist.
God damn, man!
You sounded like Bones when you said that there. Classic Comics. Damn it, Jim! I'm a cop, not a physicist.
Yeah, Phil hates Monica Rambeau, as was present in my very long comment that he left, basically saying how Monica Rambeau is a piece of trash. And I was like, okay. And then my response to that was like, I don't think you really told me how you really feel, so you need to. I should read that comment live. It's great.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah. Oh, I wanted to give you guys another tip for comments. This is for all YouTube channels. Don't put a timestamp and then comment on, like saying 3:05. I don't agree with that statement. Because here's what happens. I just heart your comment and ignore it. I'm not going to rewatch my video to see what I said at 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Like, you need to tell me what you're upset at or what you agree with. Like, you can abbreviate it and say, I agree, whatever, I Claudius is awesome or something. But don't say like at 4 minutes and 3 seconds I mentioned I Claudius. How am I supposed to? I'm not going to watch my video over again. I don't even watch my video the first time. I don't edit anything. So that's a tip, because I saw that. I've seen that on other channels, and I'm thinking I'm never going to go back and like, what did I say again? Like, I don't care. So don't do one of those, because I'm not going to know what you're talking about. Marvel would have known, yeah. You're like, Mike, when you're 13, that's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Come on down. Let's do it. She's spinning around, going around the sun here.
Her power's kind of crazy power scale, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And here we go. Skrakata. Boom. Boo. Boo. Oof. There you go. The barrier's down. Now Thor picked up his hammer, so he's back.
It should have been a stick.
Should have been a stick. I thought so too.
Should have been the stick.
Yeah. Right. Yep. I thought that too.
But then
Miss
everyone would have
Take.
electrocuted, so whatever.
Vision, he's not coming back. Don't worry about it, Wanda. He'll be back. He's a popular character.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't sold any we got to sell the PVC toys and all that other shit.
And this is what leads into the miniseries that you read, right, J-Man?
No.
So this
Vision Scarlet Witch was already before this.
Okay.
Or maybe at the same time as no, I think it's before this.
Okay.
Classic, do you remember? Yeah, no, Vision Scarlet Witch is before this.
Yeah, they've already been past that.
Yeah, we've passed that, yeah. But I got that because I liked Vision and Scarlet Witch. So there.
That was back around, I don't know, issue 220-ish or so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a dunner. Fantastic Four, you're back from the negative zone and you look different.
And their costumes have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jan's like, wow, you guys change your outfits. I wish I could just go through barriers and change what I look like.
The crazy thing is, nowadays, this would have been a number one. Like, so when they got the new costumes and everything, they would have just rebooted this as FF number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like rebooting at all. They should never reboot ever.
With 38 friggin' variant covers.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when you get the volume 7 of Iron Man, it's like, what are you talking about?
They're past that, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they just don't care how they just keep devaluing their own properties by just these endless reboots.
Yeah.
And
they are.
I don't know if you've seen, but I guess I saw a story that the current X-Men, I guess it looks like they're going to end maybe like in December.
No. For real?
Yeah.
Like,
because I guess past December, there's no solicitations for the current X-Men book. So they're probably, I guess the speculation is they're going to do another reboot.
Dude, I'm an X-Men guy. I covered when Krakoa was on, I covered every issue. I did sell them all. I sold all those. I bought every, well, this is almost done. Let's just finish this. So Franklin's hurt. This will continue in Fantastic Four, but we're not gonna read this one, so we can kind of skim through it.
Love that cover.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna cover this on Fantastic Fridays. So
yeah,
there's their normal outfits, and then they're gonna get the.
And the art in these is like ridiculous.
Yeah, so this will cover on Fantastic Fridays, not on here.
Yeah, and we are officially.
Look, it's Mondo's brother.
Yeah, we're officially in the 80s with the mullets. Like we've come out of the Kirby 60s.
Yeah.
70s are kind of, you're not quite sure, but you're in the 80s for real.
Hey, Widow's Peaks on these guys again.
Well, I mean, Byrne was one of the few who would actually do characters kind of in current fashion and stuff. Most just do kind of a generic look. For
sure. And Classic, they actually got haircuts.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I got long hair now. I got short hair now. I got a style. Johnny goes all Depeche Mode. By the mid-80s.
Sue has probably 3 or 4 different hairstyles.
Yeah, especially around the time she becomes Malice.
Yeah,
I do like the white.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not Kirby, so F you, John Byrne, but I don't know.
It's weird though, right? That they chose this color scheme, but with a lighter blue. And to me, they just fade that way. If they'd gone dark.
Oh, the movie? Yeah. What the hell, man?
Like when you think about it, white and light blue, like sports teams
cancel each other out.
Yeah. So you basically you're like, I don't know, like you don't have any impact on the screen.
No.
Byrne can't draw kids.
Fantastic Four.
That's his only weakness.
I found his weakness. Does Mjolnir turn into a cane after 30 seconds or only after Thor taps it on the ground? I don't know. You're going to have to figure that out.
I think normally it should, I think. I would assume that it's because it was in that null field thing that just as it didn't return to his hand, the enchantment that makes it change into a stick didn't work either or something. Again, we're kind of...
Does time behave differently in there. But if that was the case,
I
then
guess.
Annihilus's message would have come out funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Here, overthinking it. Comics, you're right. Classic, you did it right. Comics,
Yeah,
bro.
at a certain point. It's a slippery slope because on the one hand you do want it to make sense, but at the same time it's kind of like, you just gotta go with some things.
Most definitely.
No, they can't tell Clark is Superman. Okay, why? They can't.
Yeah, in Superman and Lois season 4, they show the scene where Superman reveals his identity to Sam Lane, and he's just standing there and he's like, "I'm Superman," and it's like, ha ha ha. It's like, and then he takes off his glasses and kind of stands up straight and looks at him. He's like, "Oh my god!" But it's like, dude, like, come on, like, I mean, and Superman is the greatest character ever created, but like, come on,
of course.
But like, help me out here.
Yeah.
Okay, before we do this one, so Sean is not with us today, but he's going to be on whatever streams he can. So he'll be on pause for just a little bit. But no stream tomorrow unless I come up with some awesome idea. But who knows? Wednesday we're back for GI Joe, and Friday is Fantastic Fridays. So we'll be back for all of that. I've been putting I just put some links up. Comics. Steve, what have you got coming up?
We're gonna have our weekly news recap on Wednesday, and then joining you for the streams this week. And we just got back from the Montreal Comic Con, and so we'll have a little bit of a recap of that and what went on up there.
All right, Classic Comics. What have you got going on?
Okay, so tomorrow I'll be doing another Trek Talk stream. I'll be covering the original series episode and The Children Shall Lead.
Oh, I'm not sure I like that one as much. Let me see.
Yeah, it's not one of their better
ones. Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing a third season, and it's the first 3 or 4 have actually been all pretty good. This is the first one that I'm kind of like, yeah, this is kind of a stinker.
Yeah, and even Shill Man, like my name, when I do my Star Trek reviews, I become Shill Man instead of J Man. Even Shill Man was like, I don't know. I really tried my best on that one. But those kids are despicable pieces of garbage. I wanted Kirk to smash their heads in so badly. I hated them. Kirk, of course, is the best. I have to clarify something. Captain Kirk is a 10 out of 10 in everything he says and does. I don't care. He's the best. Spock is the best in everything he does, except for JJ's movies where it's the fake Spock, even when it's Leonard Nimoy playing him. They told Leonard Nimoy, they're like, this is the fake Spock, so just say the lines. Don't worry about it. That's why. But when he's the real Spock, he's the best. But that episode with those stinking pieces of garbage kids, oh my God, I couldn't stand their stupid heads. It's like they should have just gotten beaten up. Like,
I want to hear you do a wrestling promo with these kids.
Yes. Let me tell you something, kids. This week at SummerSlam, I'm going to slam every one of you snot-nosed pieces of shit to the ground. And when you're laying there crying for your mommy, I'm going to drop the elbow on all of you. And we're going to get the 1, 2, 3. It's like, I hate. I'm not a fan of kids in things in general. It's weird. If a kid is awesome in a movie, like Cassie was in the first 2 Ant-Man movies, I actually like kids. If I'm extreme on them, either the kid was cute and I love the kid in the movie, or I despise them. There's no middle ground. Like, I don't have middle ground. Either the kids are annoying and they can go away, or they're great. So Cassie Lang in the first two Ant-Man movies, she's 10 out of 10. Love her. I like the kid. I like the little girl. I like the I Love You 3000. I think that's a genius way to write that for a kid, because that's just the highest number a kid can think of. And when Tony comes back, he goes, "Oh, by the way, I'm a 3000." And he says to Pepper, he's like, "You were like 600 or something." I found that to be incredibly funny. I was like, "Yeah, you're like a 600." I was 3000 clearly, but So I that kid is cute. But then if they're annoying, they're stinking pieces of garbage. They need to die. Like did you ever see Hobo with a Shotgun? Where they,
love that movie.
They burned a busload of kids with a flamethrower. Those kids were dicks. I was like, yeah, this is great.
Hobo with a Shotgun.
Those are Superman Lois on DVD.
Rutger Hauer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's genius.
It might have actually been filmed in Canada. I'm not
It
sure.
is. Yeah, it's Canadian. The guy's Canadian. His name's Jason. So when I met, his name was Jason. So we talked about that. I saw Hobo with a Shotgun twice in the theater. They played the Raccoons theme. Run with us.
Right.
Run with us. Oh man, I can't. That's a great song. And so I was very excited about that. And then I took Sean to go see Hobo with a Shotgun, and it was just Sean and I alone, I think, in the theater. Nothing happened. No, we just watched. It was awesome. So yeah, Superman Lois. I've got the Blu-rays. It is far better than James Gunn. I agree with that.
Phil has a good point before we move ahead.
Oh, what did I?
So I
why
just
aren't these highlighting anymore? Much of Hollywood's into kids. Stop it.
Yeah, right there. And to be honest with you, Byrne is such an OG originalist, as is Stern. Like, Stern's a pretty good writer. I'm not surprised if they referenced that.
Wow. So they kept the continuity. Okay, final one tonight.
All right. So wrapping up our look at Avengers is Avengers 234. Release date May 10th, 1983. Cover date August 1983. Cover art by Al Milgrom and Joe Sinnott. It's The Witch's Tale. Writer Roger Stern. Penciler Al Milgrom. Inkers Joe Sinnott. Colorist Christy Scheel. Letterer Jim Novak. And editor Mark Grunwald.
Seasons of the Witch.
I'm just trying to see if there's
Must
any.
be the Season of the Witch. Okay.
And nothing that stands out in terms of a first appearance that I can see.
I like this cover. I like the way Scarlet Witch looks here.
Yeah, although her head dress or whatever it is, that little mini crown,
Smaller.
it's a little further away from her face.
I think it's better.
Closer. Usually it's closer to her eyes. Yeah, absolutely. You know what, RR? You're 100%, because if you go and check out some of the Alpha Flight issues, Trudeau looks like that.
Wow.
Byrne drew Trudeau, and he Pierre Elliott, and he looks just like that in it.
So they're all like carrying the Vision off.
Mm-hmm.
Put them in the big tube or whatever. They love these tubes.
Mm-hmm. The hyperbaric chamber before it was a big thing.
Right. So there's a lot of recapping here of things that were shown in other Avengers comics or Vision, Scarlet Witch, like all these other, talking about Meg. This is where they try to explain like the origin now of the twins.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up just glossing it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, we kind of had explanations of it before. But anyway, so you got Wasp and you got Star Fox and all them talking. The important stuff here is about Tony. So he's like, Thor, maybe you can talk to Tony. See, you're just in a slump. You'll be great again, Tony.
Hey, man. Classic. Isn't this last panel like the weirdest panel choice?
Yeah, like, what is this? Why is this?
Draw half of Thor's face, but not his mouth, and he's doing a ton of talking. It's absolutely bizarre.
Yeah, it is odd.
Yeah, this is very odd.
Yeah.
Maybe the writer, the artist, you're just in a slump. You'll be great again, artist. I watched Superman 3 again the other night. You're just in a slump. I don't know why I just find that super funny. Like,
what always cracks me up in that movie is when he saves the kid in the field,
right,
from the combine. Then he flies away. Of course, then he comes back as Clark.
Yeah.
And Clark's like, oh, I see Superman all the time. It's no big deal or whatever. And then the kid says something like, could you get me Superman's autograph or something like that? And then he just kind of mutters to himself, like, if I had a dime for every kid who asked me that.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
That always makes me laugh.
Yeah, that is a funny part. Yeah, it's yeah. Artist Al Milgrom wrong.
Bill wrong.
Milgrom wrong. Oh no. All right, I'll talk to Tony and get him out of the slump. You'll be great again, Iron Man. You'll be great again. Here comes. Wait, is this G.I. Joe? When did we swap comics here?
Pretty much.
I was like, wait a minute, this is G.I. Joe right now we're doing. This is like, looks like Firefly or something, or one of those guys.
Nothing like a good heist.
Yeah. So this is the guys who are coming into Cross Tech, right? Cross Technologies. Oh, here comes he's still on the Sky Cycle thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how is he balancing like that?
Good question. It's comics, bro. That's going to be our line forever now. Anytime we have a question.
Yeah. Because he's Batman, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
No. Wow, that is some good shooting there, Tex.
To actually go into the nozzle of the gun and not destroy the actual front of the gun is impressive.
Mm-hmm. They have to update Vision. Yeah, Vision needs a software update.
Patch. He needs a patch. You're correct.
I like where he goes. They tried unplugging him and plugging him back in. Have you tried to reset the computer? No, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Like even my grandmother knew. It's like, yeah, reset. I know.
Well, the sad part is in the comics now they discontinued the physical version of Vision. He's just a software now.
Yeah.
Oh,
you just have to sign online to interact.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's like Videodrome, where that guy just existed as VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Remember they kept editing? It's like, he just did a speech. It's like, yeah, that's just VHS tapes. They keep re-editing them. Yeah, Vision, yeah. What's it called? Sony decided to take them off to make them just a thing now. Switch them off and switch them on. And now he's just digital or whatever. You prefer Charmin? Yeah. Charmin Ultra is pretty good. You gotta do at least 3-ply. Like, so Charmin. Oh yeah, who's this lovely lady? What's going on here? Okay, so back at Cross Tech, yeah, I covered that. There's a robbery stopped by the Eye of the Hawk. Oh yeah, Jen. No, that's not Jen. What am I saying? So he's taking photos or whatever.
She's a public relations for.
Just PR girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Control Alt Delete. Yeah. How about Format C? Format the drive. Got to format Vision. Reboot. Everyone sleeps naked, man. All the females sleep naked in comics. I didn't realize that. Not once have they replicated that in the MCU.
No.
Hey, Jen. Yeah, so I was gonna say Jen and Star Fox are kind of getting it on there. F5. Yeah. It's like when you reboot, you have to press F5 to get to the boot menu or whatever. Yes. Well, I'm 48 and I appreciate it. You're never too old to appreciate that. Where's my all right, there's the Penguin. I mean Jarvis. Jarvis, go get me a sandwich. Woman, you don't tell me what to do. I'm actually in better MCU movies than you are. And I'm Vision. So don't mess with me. He's not the real Vision, it's just all right, there's Jan. Turning into Jan. There's She-Hulk. We get the I forgot what the hell was her problem here again? Oh yeah, she tries to. So Scarlet Witch, she's trying to cheer up Scarlet Witch, and Scarlet Witch isn't having it, so she blasts her, and then She-Hulk gets all pissed off, and she's gonna go beat up Scarlet Witch. And they're like, "You gotta relax, man." Scarlet Witch is worried about Vision. There's not really much anyone can really do. That dome just basically like shut him down, and now they just can't get him back on. So they go. Scarlet Witch sort of explains her origin here, which is very long. Yeah. All right, so it's like, I mean, we don't even know if this is still. So this is the Wonder Gore, High Evolutionary. Then Magneto joined the X-Men, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And then later you find out it's Magneto's the father. So there's the twins. And then Bova. Yeah, that's her name, right? Yeah, Bova. Takes the twins. There's a High Evolutionary. And we started to get powers. Quicksilver was fast. And I would, do weird things. Then the villagers hated us, and it became like a Universal Monsters movie. Here's the pitchforks.
Poor Bugs Bunny.
How do these villagers always have pitchforks ready to go? That was like in Batman Returns. He's like, why is there always someone who brings eggs and tomatoes to a speech?
Yeah.
Why is there always someone who brings eggs and tomatoes to a speech? Oh my God, they freaking nailed that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Quicksilver got nailed. There's Magneto. He gave us really cool costumes. Here comes the X-Men. Then we fought them.
Was it the Stranger?
Yep. And we got this guy coming in, Stranger.
Don't remember
Stranger
him in my piece suit though.
Yeah, Stranger Danger. All right, did we cover all that? Humans. Okay, so yeah. So then we got Agatha was teaching her how to use her powers. Then she got married with what's his face? Immortan Joe. Immortus marries them.
Oh, it does. It's so bad. RR's correct. Star Fox is beyond problematic.
Yeah.
Is that Dan Slut? Get out of here.
You know what? And the thing about it is, it's so egregious. It's like the Carol Danvers thing. And it didn't click. It didn't stick. They didn't learn from it.
Why would you give Dan Slott money? Like, stop giving this guy money. I don't understand these people that don't like. Why are you doing a job that you don't like? Like, if I was on comics or any of these movies, everything would just be epic. Like, if I was doing a Superman movie, it would just be epic speeches about how being a good person is awesome, and like massive and like super battles. Like the nuances of stuff. Like, you could tell it'd be one of my movies. It's like it'd be like heroic deeds and like big fights and stuff. That's what I like. I don't like any of this other crap. It's all nonsense crap. Like, I know we beat up Supergirl, but like, it just sucks anyways. Like, even if she didn't kill him at the end, or who cares? It just sucks. It's like, what does this have to do with anything? Oh, she's not Superman and all this. I know, but whatever. Like, why is this exciting? Like, don't tell me what it's not. Tell me what it is. None of the actual, even when I shill for stuff, like when I'm shilling for stuff, I'll tell you what part I thought was awesome. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that was awesome. Right? Like Superman 3, I love the fight in the junkyard, and I love when he chokes him out, the music starts up and he pulls his shirt and he's back to Superman. That's awesome. I like where Christopher Reeve is at the high school reunion with Lana there, and then it's just, she kind of looks up at Clark and she's like, oh, I kind of, maybe he got away, like, I like that, right? So it's like, I like the nice things like that, and I think Richard Pryor, like, getting scared in the mirror is funny. I love he's like, the boss wants to see, he's like, oh, he's right there. And like driving in with the car. I love that the secretary is like a dumb blonde, but then she's actually not dumb. That's kind of neat. I like fighting the computer. Like, I'm telling you the scenes. I'm telling you what I liked about each scene. Not just I like it, but the shills can never actually. You can tell they're fakers because they can never actually name the thing. Like, what was awesome in Supergirl? Like, where were you sitting in the theater thinking, man, that was fucking awesome? Like, when did that? Because even in some of the crappier movies, I could still say there's certain parts that were awesome, right? Where you're like, oh man, that was awesome, but like name it. Don't just say words. Tell me the scene, and then tell me your thoughts during the scene. Like, what were you excited about? Like, in that scene, even if I don't agree with you, I need to see it in your eyes. Like, I need to see that you believe this, not like, when I'm telling you these kids in that Star Trek episode annoyed the piss out of me, you could see, oh yeah, Jay was actually annoyed. Like, I'm friggin' annoyed. I couldn't stand those stupid punks. But like, Star Trek 3, when the things crash, it's like, Bones, what have I done? You did what you always do. You turn death into a fighting chance. Like, that's fucking awesome. That gets me pumped up. I get the goosebumps. Like, yeah, that was great. Like that kind of stuff. It's like, I'm telling you the scenes, like, they don't do it. They won't do it because they don't actually care. So that you could tell that they're fake. Even the haters, if they hate something, tell me what you hate. I want to see what pissed you off. Like with those kids, they pissed me right off. It's like, I'll tell you what pissed me off. I blame Ellen Bloody Moore. Yep. Yeah. You know what, man, Phil, let me write that on the notepad. Hold on. Let's get through this issue. There's not much to this one because it's a lot of recapping.
Yeah.
Alan Moore. Let me give you the Alan Moore. Me and Klobby discussed this as well. We love Alan Moore on this hand, and then we hate Alan Moore on this hand. Klobby and I had this discussion. I'll give you the inside scoop in a minute. All right, so then they were together, and then some of the Scarlet Witch, the miniseries stuff. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, and then there's Quicksilver had a kid, Vision's arm melted.
Yeah, that's Luna.
Yeah, it's Luna Vachon. No, just normal Luna. It's not Luna Vachon. And then the kid, Luna, accidentally urinated on Crystal, so she was pissed off. No, this is where Magneto showed up. I am your father. No, it's not possible. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. It's like, no, I searched. I don't believe you. Well, search them again. Nah, I'm good. I want a paternity test. Give me some of your blood. I need some DNA. I want to do a DNA test. They go on Maury Povich. Anakin Skywalker. It's not that. I go by Darth Vader. I'm sorry, Darth Vader. You are the father. Oh shit! It's like, goddamn. Darth Vader owes a lot of credits for child support. Aunt Beru, she had to cook every day, and then she got her ass shot in the face with lasers for her troubles. That's bullshit. Fuck Darth Vader. Screw that guy. Pay your child support, man. Those two had to raise that kid. And he was a snot-nosed punk kid in those movies in the beginning. I mean, get it, Tashi Station. Shut your mouth and do your chore. Why do we adopt this kid? Where's the goddamn child support? They should have called up the Emperor. You knew Star Wars was a fantasy, because in real life they would have called the Emperor up and like, listen, let me talk to Darth Vader. No, he's not available. No, you get his ass on this phone right now. Listen, I'm taking care of your little punk ass bitch kid, and you're not paying anything. Oh, the Force, he might use it for bad. Whatever. It's not making my life any better. They would have called the Death Star. Can I speak to Darth Vader, please? He's not available. Yeah, right. Get him on the line. All right, here comes Magneto. I'm the father. Right away, Quicksilver's like, yeah, well, you owe me child support. Give me some money. He's like, and I like what Quicksilver's like, don't touch my baby. It's like, well, you're still my blood, so get out of here, with your white hair.
And this all gets like retcon later too, because like Magneto's not their dad anymore.
I don't know. Does anyone know?
M, right? Because he was there at House of M and treating them like they're his kids. What's the Perry Mason theme?
How did Perry Mason's theme go? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So RR's defending Mr. Moore. Yeah, well, was he touching her up?
That's back in
Grabbing
the
some
we're
boob?
not quite sure what we're doing yet phase of the Marvel Universe.
Just the kiss that where Luke kissed his sister on the mouth.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I kissed my sister. I know all there is to know. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Wow. So, Captain Marvel is like, what team did I join? What in the hell? Now, next week, Captain Marvel, we're going to tell you all about Mantis. It's like, no, I can't take it anymore.
Classic. Who was the Celestial Madonna again? Was that Mantis?
Yeah, that was Mantis.
Yeah. Inhumans, Luna, we covered that. We covered that. All right, so Doctor Strange is going to come help Miss Thing here. Doctor Strange, what are you doing in my room? Like, wait a minute, what are you actually doing in my room? Were you just there a minute ago when I was undressing? No, I wasn't.
Jeez, he looks like Vincent Price in that picture.
It is Vincent Price. Doctor Strange. I should have this issue because I have this entire series.
And you know what? They were working overtime to give Captain Marvel some exposure. She's in every comic.
Yeah, they were clearly pushing her pretty hard.
Yeah.
At the time. And, and of course, she's also featured prominently in Secret Wars. And I think that did a big part in raising her profile. Like, that Marvel superhero game, the first edition.
Yes.
The cover, the characters on the box were Spider-Man, Captain America, Thing, and Captain Marvel.
Yep. Yeah, good call.
We'll just scroll through this just because we still have time. I didn't read this one. Did anyone read this? Before? I mean, I own every issue, but
I didn't read, but I have the original issue.
Of this one, yeah.
Yeah. I believe this is where they get rid of the Darkhold. If I remember right. I think they wound up destroying it. And so getting rid of all the vampires.
Mm-hmm.
No more vampires.
Yeah.
Blade is somewhere cursing.
No. How will Wesley Snipes play me in a movie? Nobody reads the comics, buddy. It doesn't matter. Ooh, that looks good. Look at that. Whoa. They had to blur this part here.
A different kind of astral projection.
Yeah.
Wanda, you must go to the Dagobah system.
What will I do there? I have no clue. But, just go there.
Yeah, because she became Spectrum afterwards.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Oh, man, they took that straight out of the Burn sandwiches.
Hello. Yes. Wanda. Yes. Oh, it's Jarvis. How are you, Jarvis? I'm fine. Ooh, look at that book. She hasn't read that whole book. That's just, come on. Here's all of the bad guys, Dracula and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of those issues, it's like a one issue thing. Today it would be like a 9-month crossover event or something.
Yeah.
That X-Men 97 cartoon does like 75 issues in one episode.
It's so true.
It's rapid. I don't even care. It's just craziness. Like
the Madeline Pryor arc.
I just rewatched Madeline Pryor.
Two episodes, and you're like, what?
No, it's one episode because
that's right. It is one episode.
She only appeared at the end of the last of the one.
And I'm not even an X-Men fan, but I'm like, I remember this going for like 2 years. Like,
yeah,
Inferno took forever.
Yeah, Inferno did take forever. And Inferno was like 30 minutes. I was like, oh, that's awesome. After this, after watching the X-Men 97 cartoon and shilling bad for it, and like literally like, look, I have every toy right there.
There you go.
I'm only missing Storm, and I have every figure that came out for all the waves for X-Men 97 in the packaging, including like Rogue and Wolverine and like all the. I never bought Storm because she was available everywhere, and then one day I was like, I should pick up Storm, and I was like, gone, and now I can't find her, and she's like $100 on eBay. It's so irritating. If I had her, and I like Mohawk Storm. Actually, I like the way she looked, and I just shilled for that show hard. Like I liked her. Even Magneto in that M suit, I'm like, yeah, it looks cool.
I love that M suit.
Yeah, it looked cool to me. So in the show, at least, the way that they did it.
Because one of my favorite episodes when he goes to The Hague and he's on trial. It's one of my favorite X-Men issues.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Yeah,
unbelievably good, man.
So is that the Darkhold there then? I guess.
Yeah.
This looks awesome. I own this issue. I'm gonna read this. I'll read it on the digital copy. It was good to just go through it. All right, here's the part that we kind of care about, I guess, where they're still working on Vision interlude. So the next one we'll cover will be this 235.
Wizard looks weird without his little bubble helmet.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I see.
Oh, was that it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, DJ. Yeah, I really like the X-Men. Okay. So here's the questions I had. Well, first of all, very quickly, the minus 50 DKPS. It's a guy. It's a streamer. He plays World of Warcraft, and in the World of Warcraft game, just search it. Just go minus 50 DKP on YouTube and just watch it. It's hilarious. So it's like a team of guys to go battle a guy. So he's explaining what to do. Like he'll be like, okay, more dots. And I don't play the game, so I don't understand what all this means. He goes, even groups go left, odd groups go right. And he's like, okay, go. And then someone casts Fear spell, and he lost his mind. Who the fuck casts Fear? Oh, and it's like he just and he's like, that's a minus 50 DKP because he didn't know what the fuck you were doing. What the fuck? And he's like, oh, like it's like a massive rant. It is absolutely awesome. It's like he loses his mind, and it was just great. So like I've watched interviews with him, like, what the hell happened? He's like, I don't know, I got angry. Like it's like, dude, like it's a game. Like, oh my god, he was angry. So that's that one. You can watch it up on your own. It is absolutely hilarious. There's not many ones with video. It's more like just like the audio was captured.
Right.
Okay, so my one question was this. Phil brought this up in the in my Monica Rambeau video. So the question is, if a character is awesome in the beginning, when do they not become awesome? So, for example, in my video, I had only looked at the issues that we covered up to this week's stream or last week's stream. Maybe some of this week's because I read ahead. So I did the video, Monica Rambeau is awesome, based on what we've read. And maybe the title, I didn't know what to title it. Maybe the title should have been something like, big push for new character, or how to push a new character. Like in the sense that, like, I don't think that they, made fun of the old. It's like they wanted to retain the name. Basically, the assignment is you need to retain the Captain Marvel name, but we just don't want a copy of the same guy. And they might say, you know what? Why don't you make it a black woman? And then we're checking the boxes. Like, let's just talk frankly. Like, we need a female character. We need a black character. Boom. We combine that. We check 2 boxes. That could be literally, Captain Marvel's the name. Check 2 boxes. Go. Given those parameters, she's pretty cool because she doesn't come in and say, I'm the best. and like that's the end of it, and everybody else sucks, and I'm better than everybody else, and I'm the strongest. She learns from Captain America. He trains with her, right? Like we saw the issues. She helps them, like figure out stuff. It's pretty good. Oh, hold on a second. Hey, thanks, RR. The Doctor Strange crossover story is an epic multi-issue arc, 50 to 62, where he had a team including Blade fight a part of Dracula. Awesome. I own the issues.
Yeah, well, I think you're correct because, with Captain Marvel, I don't think it was a case of let's just replace this white character with a black character.
Right. That was my point.
Garland was, I guess he had a story to tell with Marvel, and for whatever reason, they let him do it and kill Marvel off. But then that does create the issue of, okay, we got this name and we don't want to lose our hold on the name. In order to do that, we got to have a character attached to it. And like you say, I mean, they're like, we don't have many black or female characters, so there you go.
Yeah, I don't think it was like this big. That's not what my question is going to be, and that's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying Phil is saying that. I'm just giving you the why did Jay make this random video? Firstly, I like this Captain Marvel because of the game, and I always thought she just looked cool. But I didn't really read much of the comics or whatever. So reading them now, I was like, wow, this is a very cool introduction. I thought it was an appropriate video because in the time we're living in is we need to replace this straight, white, blonde-haired male character with this whatever character. That's where we're at. Where even, and they weren't doing that with Captain Marvel. They just introduced, they're like, here's an opportunity to introduce a check character. But they didn't just check the boxes and then say, well, that's the character and we're good to go now. That's the problem. Like, with Ironheart, it's like, oh, let's have black girl Iron Man. It's like, yeah, but she's not Iron Man. Like, and I read the comics of that and I was like, she's whatever. It's like, you didn't do anything. But Monica Rambeau is the complete opposite because they gave her lots of stuff to do. So Phil pointed out that the character got crappier. Now, for me right now, the character is awesome where we're at today. So here's the question. Let's say the character starts out awesome. And let's say we have let's make up some dates. Character debuts in January 1980. So 1980. Up to 85, it's all good. 1985, Joe Bob comes along, new writer. Oh, it's time for a shakeup. So character X now becomes something else. They change it. We're changing it up. Fresh take. And now the character stinks. And let's say the character stinks from 1985 to 1990. So we have 5 years of the character is awesome. 5 years of the character sucks. Is that an awesome character? Or have they ruined it? And then the follow-up will be in 1990, guy shows up, big time Bronze Age fan. Love the Bronze Age, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go back, and then rewrites the character to go back to where it was in that 1985 zone before the other writer came in and did his stupid hot take or whatever. Is the character back to now being awesome? Like, is it the amount? Like, let's say the character had, even if it was 5 issues, that was awesome, and then the rest of it sucked. You're like, well, they ruined it, right? But the character becomes a crummy character because most of what is, it being crummy. So, Steve, what do you think about like what are your thoughts on what I was saying?
I think unless the character is a brand that, because they're trying to do that with Spider-Man right now, to be honest with you, right? Unless it's a brand that becomes indestructible, a character is completely dependent on that new or whoever's writing them. A classic example would be go check Wolverine pre-Byrne. Go look at Dave Cockrum and Wolverine, and then go check out Burns and Claremont's Wolverine. And it's a completely different character, completely different take, right? Daredevil's a C-level character until Frank Miller shows up.
Yeah,
right?
Big time.
So it kind of depends, and I think a lot of times. I think Marvel's done this over and over again, is they don't know what to do with some of their female characters. And so like She-Hulk would have gone into obscurity if it wasn't for her connection to the Hulk and Byrne taking over. So I think once you get a character that is written, at least for some point or some time, by one of the premier writers in the company at that time. And if you can get them a good storyline or a good arc, then they're fine. And I think Rambeau never had that. And again, who are her villains? So if she doesn't have good villains, there's nothing to play off of.
Right. So it's like you almost have to take you take the whole history up to the point you're at and look through the whole history and be like, well,
it's no,
because I don't think Daredevil would, in your Daredevil example, I wouldn't say Daredevil was a C-list character, but I don't think he was bad. He was cool. And then to me, Daredevil was like, yeah, I like Daredevil. And then, oh shit, that went really up. Right.
But I know you're not a sports fan, but think of sports. Yeah. Think of sports teams, right? Mm-hmm. And if you go by certain eras, there are teams that are collectively terrible. I'll use New England, for example. New England Patriots in football were terrible.
I was going to say I need more than you.
Right. So the New England Patriots were terrible, and then they got a good coach, and then they got a good quarterback, and were amazing till recently. Right. They won tons of Super Bowls, and now they're an iconic brand or franchise. So even then, when they dip again, they can play off of the old stuff. So when Superman or Batman Batman hardly ever has a dip, but whenever you get a character that kind of dips a little bit, they can trade off of their old success or old cartoons or whatever. And if they don't have that, then they can kind of fade into obscurity or be terrible and never recover. I don't think to this day, even with the pumping up, that Miss Marvel / Carol Danvers Captain Marvel,
no, she's dead,
ever recovered.
And she never did. I liked her, and I like some of the new comics because she was a fun character. But she's brutal. I sold all of my Captain Marvel comics. So Classic, what do you think about?
Well, I think one thing I definitely want to agree with is one of the points that Steve made, and that is, to an extent, a hero is only as good as their villains.
Right.
And if you look around, you'll notice that really the best heroes are the ones that have the best villains to fight.
Right.
This is one thing I kind of noticed with I'm a big fan of the Archie heroes. Mm-hmm. The Shield, Comet, Fly, Black Hood, and those guys. And it's always frustrated me. For years, I would think, why aren't these characters more popular? They're so good. But I kind of realized, because if you look at their history and look back at their old comics and stuff, they don't have a lot of good villains. They only have maybe half a dozen decent villains to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a big part of the problem is you just don't. Their villains you don't really get excited thinking about, oh, they're going to fight this villain or that villain. I think that's a big part of it. Yeah. And I think that's one reason why a lot of new heroes don't take off. I mean, I don't think it's the only reason, is that for whatever reason, their villains don't excite people. And admittedly, I think it's harder in some ways to make a new villain than it is to make a hero, because again, you've got, for each popular hero, you've got multiple villains,
Yeah.
So what do you do? Okay, I'll make a villain who's with flame powers. I mean, how many times has that been done? It's hard to come up with a hero that's original or interesting, but I think in many ways it's even harder to come up with a villain that's original or interesting. So I think that plays a big part. With Monica Rambeau, one thing was just the novelty. When she came on, I think she became pretty popular. And that was partly, I think, just novelty, that she was kind of this new character. But one thing I really liked was how her powers worked. Because if you notice, it's she transforms her body into the energy, right? And kind of projects herself. But eventually it gets to the point where she basically doesn't do that anymore. And she just kind of shoots ray beams, which is fine. But there's lots of characters that do that. And to me, it always made her less interesting. And another thing is eventually she lost the Captain Marvel name. They gave that to another character, and she's just got these kind of generic names like Photon or whatever
Spectrum or whatever.
Yeah, or that too.
Yeah, and her costume was designed to be silhouetted as energy. So when she was in today's episode, in today's comics, she was pink. She's oh, I'm going to turn into whatever energy. And then she was pink, and then she'll be blue or something. And that's because that's why she's a white costume. Who cares? She just needs to have those wings, and then that's enough, right? And then so having a white costume, it's like it's not like if Captain America was always in some energy form, you'd be like, oh, I like his costume. I want to see the American flag, like versus like Monica, where it's like, well, she's white costume, so who cares? It's like it's just a silhouette of her, right?
But you can tell how good a design is if the character is in silhouette,
right?
Or like even Nightcrawler, right? Nightcrawler with the tail and the
and the fingers and the toes and everything.
The hair is and the ears totally distinctive, even as a silhouette, right? And when you could come up with that cool kind of thing, Thor's helmet. This is why I hate him without his helmet.
I know, I hate that. I don't like that either.
That and the cape. That's why capes work. People despise capes, but capes work because it gives motion to characters that are normally static.
Yeah.
This is a big hot take. So Phil says Jim Starlin ruined Marvel, and RR is saying he loves. I have not read The Death of Captain Marvel, and Phil despises it. Unheroic end to heroic character because Starlin had daddy issues, but he ruined him long before his cosmic awareness. Maple Leafs brand that traded on free good for that I definitely know, being in Toronto or near Toronto. So did you guys like The Death of Captain Marvel? I never read it.
I never read it because I'm like, he died of cancer. I'm good.
Yeah, classic. What are your thoughts?
I liked it. I think for the time it was, kind of innovative storytelling. Because they really hadn't done a story where a character dies of some, sort of natural. I don't know if natural causes is the right word, but
right. But like a real world,
not dying in some heroic sacrifice or something like that. And I know I wouldn't want every, I don't think we need a lot of stories like that, but I don't think that stories that break the mold once in a while aren't worth telling.
Yeah.
So about the villains, this is one of the things I mentioned in the Supergirl thing too, is that if Supergirl kills Krem, then she's going to kill Lex Luthor because he's much worse than Krem and deserves to die. Is she going to kill Lobo because Lobo's done evil things too? So, but when you don't do that, she only killed Krem because he harmed her personally. Then she comes across very shitty. It's like that's like oh because you got hurt. Oh, okay. I guess your revenge is important, but not the fact of other people being murdered. But the other thing too is that people say, oh, there shouldn't, it's like all the heroes have a no kill policy and all that. Well, they have a no kill policy for comics code and morality reasons, but it's really for narrative reasons because we can't name any of the Phantom's villains or the Shadows villains or Doc Savage or there's a couple guys like Spider has the Fly. Okay. That's literally the only one because Spider killed because you're reading the Spider novels. He kills the bad guy at the end, puts a spider mark on him. Done. Move to the next guy. Nobody thought the villains could be marketable as characters until they were. Once they discovered, hey, these villains are pretty popular. Some of them are even more popular than the hero. Well, they're not going to kill them all now. So the thing is like people going off on this thing. It's like, well, Supergirl's not the same. She can kill or somebody can kill. Yeah, but you're saying she's okay to kill Krem because that Krem is not going to come back in any movies because the story's a one and done anyways. But she won't kill Lex Luthor because he needs to come back. So now that's just plot armor. Isn't it better to say her code is to not kill? And then and then that gives automatic plot armor to everybody.
J-Man, what you're talking about is my major problem with especially the Marvel movies. So they kill every villain. At like the end of every movie, like you take the Nolan movies, every villain dies. At the end,
even though he wasn't supposed to, they're not supposed to die. Batman has a no-kill rule, but they still die somehow.
Somehow, right? Hit by a bus, whatever. Right. And so it's like, what's the purpose then? Like, they'll never come back. Like even Blofeld, like 11 movies. He was done away with.
Yeah, Blofeld stayed for quite a while. Hey, Raj, thanks, buddy. Gifted one membership. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I know you like the and I haven't used that one today. That one's funny. And how about just an Iron Man blast? Boom. This is why you hate MCU. Yeah, you should read the Death. I will read it because how it plays out. I don't know how much good he did in his life. Well, I mean, this is interesting. Phil didn't like it. So so Alan Moore was the other thing. So Alan Moore, like Clobby, had a love-hate. He loved some certain thing. He basically you know what you got to do? You have to cherry pick everything because it's going to be impossible to love everything that one guy does. Like when a career that spans so many characters, different companies, hot takes, revamps, like literal relaunches of like Superman, like big characters. How are you going to, oh, thanks, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I gave you a few of those Conans. That's cool. Yeah. How about we haven't used Jennifer in a while? She's feeling upset. You don't want to upset Jennifer Connelly. But yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah. So Alan Moore again, it's like, or not, yeah, Alan Moore. Not that I was talking about John Byrne, but I meant Alan Moore now. So Alan Moore, like so many, like I love Swamp Thing. Like that, that's like one of my favorites. I didn't read Supreme because I'd stopped reading Supreme by then, but apparently that was like Silver Age Superman stuff. So Alan Moore, same thing. It's like he loved him and hated him. Just like John Byrne, he hated some things as well with Superman. But with Alan Moore, he loved, like Clobby loved Watchmen. But then the problem is that it's not Alan Moore. Alan Moore is not the problem. The problem is the success of the work. So it's like Alan Moore did Watchmen and now everyone loves it and considers it the best. So now normies or people in power who adapt things go to what the best thing is. Like they're not going to adapt like a Bronze Age run of comics that we all think is awesome because they don't even know what that is. They're going to look at top best comic books, enter. Oh, Watchmen. Let's make a movie on that. Well, that's kind of weird because it deconstructs. This is what happened with Supergirl. This is what literally happened. Supergirl. Top comics, enter. Woman of Tomorrow. Oh, what's that about? Oh, it's like True Grit. That's a Hollywood formula. It's like True Grit, but Supergirl. Okay. That's how Hollywood needs to have. You can't come up with an original idea. It has to be something like something, right? It's like, oh, have you seen Ghostbusters? Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters, except this time it's going to be with aliens. Oh, interesting, or whatever, right? Like, it's like you need to give these guys something to think about. So Woman of Tomorrow comes up. Nobody sat there and thought, you know what? That's an Elseworld storyline, which relies heavily on the fact that you already know who Supergirl is, and it's not really about Supergirl. The character that learns and grows is Ruthie. So unless you're going to bastardize that entire story, that's the wrong thing to pick. But nobody's going to go, and you're not going to pick Peter David because that's Matrix and all that, so that's weird. And then you start looking back, you're like, let's go to Silver Age, and you're like, it's like her getting a boyfriend and not telling anyone she's Supergirl, right? So like, okay, you're not going to do that. So they don't really know what to do with Supergirl. And then New 52, no one likes those or whatever it was, so it's like you're stuck. So the only way to do it in their mind is to have a clone of Superman and say, well, nobody wants a clone of Superman, but she's not a clone of Superman. She's a girl. She's younger. Why don't you have it where, she shows up and she wants to do a lot of good and Superman has to kind of even stop. Like I would have gone completely opposite and make Supergirl even more excited. She just lost her entire family. She lands on a planet where she has her cousin. Shouldn't she be super tight with her cousin? Like I would have made her clingy and be like, no, Clark, I want to go with you. Just like a little sister would. Right? It's like, I want to go with you. I want to go with you. I'll go with you, Superman, and help. No, Kara, you need to go to school, study, learn Earth's customs, get your powers in check. Figure out how your powers work. We're going to give you some tests. No, Clark, I want to go help. I'm ready. I can do it now. Like, shouldn't she be clingy to him because she's lost everything? Like, these people don't think about the way humans behave. Think about this for 1 second in Supergirl. There is a man, I don't care what he did. He killed he hurt your dog. He's laying helpless on the ground. What kind of person does it take for you to gut that guy and then stab him in the throat? Like, think that through for a second. Like, think of what someone would have to do to you for you to go to that extreme to them. Like, I mean, like, you know, if someone murdered my family or something, you know what I mean? Like, it would have to be something really. Now, I understand her dog was her dog, and that's what she had from Krypton. But the thing is Clark is there too. Like, and we never. The other thing too is that movie didn't show the relationship between Ruthie and her father. It didn't show the relationship between Krypto and Supergirl. So we're taking all this based on just words of dialogue. Oh, I love my father. Really? Well, I never saw you interact with your father because the movie started with him getting killed. So in Mad Max, somebody brought up Mad Max earlier today, RR. In Mad Max, the whole first hour is him and his family, right? So when his family gets killed, you're like, screw this guy. Like, you're sitting there thinking, I also want revenge. Isn't the point of a revenge tale for the audience to want the revenge along with, like, when you're watching RoboCop and they're shooting Alex Murphy, you're like, you know what, screw these punks. I can't wait for RoboCop to come back and beat the shit out of these guys. Any one of these, I spit on your grave. It's like the assault is quite awful. So you're like, F this, right? Like, aren't you supposed to care about the revenge? So it's just a poor movie anyways, but the entire thing is messed up to its core. Like, all of it. Sorry that I don't want to turn this into a Supergirl thing, but to bring it back to like Alan Moore, it is Alan. It's not Alan Moore's fault for deconstructing it, in my opinion. It's our fault for saying this is the greatest thing. It's like Dark Knight Returns. That's the greatest Batman story, and that's all anyone cares about to talk about. That's a problem. They really need to. They need to expand. If you're making a movie, you need to be more knowledgeable about the character you're doing. Not James Gunn saying, "Oh, look, What If Tomorrow." Then he didn't even adapt it anyways. So it's a total fail. Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking about what you just said, and because you know you've done your work when it comes to like creating stories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're constructing a character, they exist in the world that you write them in, right?
Right.
And then they write themselves.
Correct. Right.
So if you have a character that goes down the road of revenge, they then become a character of vengeance, or else they have to then totally repent in a way,
right?
And everything else after that, with the soul searching and everything, is I can never go back to that point, because there has to be a cost to their revenge as well too, or else they'll just keep that modus operandi.
Yeah, there's no cost in Supergirl. This is like Phoenix dying, like Jean Grey. Right? It's like they said this, like, literally at the time. They're like, there better be some sort of ramifications for what you guys are doing with this character. Like, you can't just walk it. You don't just turn it off. It's like, oh yeah, we're good now. Okay, next issue, everything's back to normal. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you don't want characters to copy others, but like Spider-Man literally had his.
You're cutting out there, Steve.
Sorry, Spider-Man had his uncle's murderer on his fingertips and didn't kill him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you have to like
there are certain, like, if you're gonna have certain characters and certain brands and have them be a certain way, then you know. So I'm not sure if this was in a discussion or if this was in a message board that I read or whatever. But if the Kryptonians are so bad, right? Why does Clark then, or Kal-El, still wear the S? See,
this whole thing is messed up.
Like, I know Byrne did it, and I get it, but it doesn't make any sense if he's from a warring nation and that symbol means, or as a symbol of it, he's not going to wear that and be the Sentinel of Justice or whatever he is.
Yeah, the whole making Kryptonians into Viltrumites, basically. For one thing, honestly, one thing that frustrates me about this whole DCU under Gunn is just how unimaginative it is.
Yes.
And there's just so much copy and pasting.
Yeah.
Starting with that Peacemaker show. You know, the first season, because he does Suicide Squad, right? With a Peacemaker in it. And what does that story involve? Starro, who's an alien starfish, who's, these starfish stick to your face and control your mind, right? So then he does the Peacemaker show, and what is that story revolves? Well, part of it revolves around alien butterflies that fly up your butt and control your mind.
Right.
I mean, it's seriously, it's like, what did he think of that over lunch? You know, like I can see him just writing that in the back of a napkin or some shit.
Right.
It's like, really? With that's what you got? And then this nonsense in the Superman movie where he basically just took the Viltrumite thing and stuck it on Superman because that's, I guess, dark and edgy, and that's like that's about as imaginative as yet. I mean, the reality is, I think that in a lot of ways, Gunn with Superman, he's a lot like what's his name, Todd Phillips, doing the Joker sequel. He didn't want to do it,
Right.
and repeatedly said no. But they basically just kept upping their offer and offering him more money until eventually he's like, okay, fine, I did it. And then he pretty much just did it out of spite, really.
Right.
Exactly.
And I think, honestly, Gunn is kind of the same with Superman in particular, and this DCU in particular. I don't think he really wanted to do it, but they basically just kept after him and kept offering him more money and eventually said, we'll give you the whole studio and you can have total freedom to do whatever you want. And he was like, okay, fine. And I don't think he ever really wanted to do Superman or like Superman. And then we get this Supergirl movie, and it's basically, I haven't seen it.
Right.
I'll say that. I've watched multiple reviews, and it seems like it's basically just a pastiche of stuff from other movies, from the Guardians movies, Mad Max movies, John Wick, you know, because they like Killer Dog, you know, and maybe the Marvels and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's like, this is just...
And what's funny is that they didn't even use the comic anyways, because the comic, as dumb as Tom King is, he understood that, well, there's needs to be some lessons here in the comic. Ruthie, just by hanging around Supergirl and watching her do good deeds, learns to be a good person. Like, at least that bottom line is a nice thing. Like, she watches Supergirl do all these deeds and behave in a good way, and then Ruthie becomes a better person through observing Supergirl. If that was the actual theme, then at least I'd be like, you know what? That was a positive theme. Like, Supergirl's doing these great deeds, and Ruthie, who wanted revenge, nothing but revenge, decided that, no, I'm not going to take revenge because Supergirl has made me a better person. In the comic book, it's all done with words because Tom King just writes words. It, like, what I'm reading, because it's like, I learned to be a better person. I was like, really, what page did you learn that on? Because I don't, like, he just wrote that. It's like, okay, sure. But at least he wrote it, which is to say that he thought that, you know, he didn't express it well in the comic pages, but at least it's verbalized. Like, Ruthie's like, wow, I learned so much lessons from Superman or from Supergirl. At least have that. But at the end, she kills the guy. It's like, well, then what am I watching this for? Like, what is your daughter supposed to say at the end of this movie? That's the whole point. What is, again, I said this, what you guys did when I said the hope thing? I'm like, hope is keep saying Superman stands for hope and all this fucking nonsense shit. What are you talking about? It's a character. You can write anything you want. You're supposed to feel good about yourself and have hope for tomorrow after you watch the movie or read the comic. That's the point of the movie. That's why Christopher Reeve looks at you when he's flying away. He looks at the audience to be like, you see all this cool shit in this movie? Now you're going to be a better person going forward because you're going to be just like me and help people and do good stuff and all that. And then kids will be like, wow, he looked right at me. That's right, Timmy. He looked right at your fucking face. So you're eating your vegetables tonight. You're going to bed on time. You're damn right I am, Dad, because Superman would do that. That's what the hope is, dumbasses. When did you walk out of, like, even in all of these any of these movies that have these great heroic moments or anything, you feel good. Like when Aunt May does the speech about, oh, Spider-Man, you know, everyone needs a hero to look up to and stuff, you feel good. It's like, obviously Spider-Man also feels good because he's in the movie hearing this, but he's a fake character. Like, you're supposed to feel good. The hope is that you're hopeful at the end. It's like, wow, I'm going to be just like Superman. That's why kids dress up as Superman. No little girl's going to dress up as Supergirl with a bloody sword and walk around chopping people's heads off. It's like, she's not Red Sonja. It's like, it's so stupid. It's like, where's the hope of that? Well, they can't write anything heroic. Sorry, go ahead, Classic.
This whole Tom King's whole original concept for this, I think, is flawed because he's basically was like, I'm going to do True Grit in space with Supergirl. Right. So I'm going to take, you know, this Rooster Cockburn character who's this old, grizzled, like 60-year-old mercenary, you know, cynical, world weary, and, you know, and all that stuff. And then I'm going to switch him out with like a not a teenager, but like a college-aged girl. And I'm sorry, it just doesn't freaking work.
No,
in my opinion.
No. The comic sucks anyways. So don't get me wrong on that. The comic sucks anyways. The reason I bring it up is because they kept saying they're adapting it, then they didn't adapt it, and then the people that love the comics. So all of my friends, so Cliff and what's his name, Mark, and all of the guys that came on that. Well, Mark didn't come on the stream. But a lot of the guys that came on that stream really, really loved the Woman of Tomorrow comic. So what I was able to do was to ascertain the way they think, because they're like, well, this comic had all these lessons, and Mark came on the channel to argue with Sean and I about the lessons that Supergirl learned, or that Ruthie learned in this comic. And I kept saying, what page are they on? And we'll double check them. But there's no page number because they're not in there. But they're there in words and dialogue. I learned lessons. Oh, okay. Like after the stream, guys, thank you so much for this stream. I really learned how to, construct like chemical equations after this stream. You're like, you did? Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's good. Yeah, I can graph parabolas or whatever they're called. Parabolas. I can graph those now. Oh, you learned that on this stream? Yeah, that's where I learned it, guys. Thanks. It's like, okay, thanks, Jay. I guess you learned it. Like, it's just bullshit. It's like it's just saying words, but the words are still said. So my thing was like, well, now that Supergirl bastardized the comic that you love and made Supergirl into a murderer, now what do you think? And they did live up to their thing, because they did say, yeah, that was stupid. They still gave it kind of a pass, and I got to take these people to task on this. The ending is the movie. Mm-hmm. Like the ending, Superman puts the American flag on to say like, yeah, it's all good, guys, we're good. Okay, that is the ending. If he literally urinated on the flag at the end, you'd be like, well, I thought it was pretty good until he urinated on our flag. Like, it's like, what do you mean it was pretty good until then? That's garbage. That ruins and first of all, the movie sucked anyways. This isn't like Saw, where it was awesome and the end was even more awesome. Like, this is like a shitty movie, and then the ending was even more shit. It's like, okay, well, what the hell was that?
You know what had just occurred to me as well too?
Mm-hmm.
When you have a character who is so all-powerful, they have to value life, no matter whether it's good or evil, differently than like a Spider-Man or someone else, right? Captain Marvel, whatever. So if you have the power to snuff out life that quickly as Kara, you can't just be flippant and be your own judge, jury, and executioner.
I mean, if Supergirl's just going to kill everybody, then just let it, like, there's not going to be villains to continue. The problem is, it's like Zack Snyder's stupid movie. It's like he killed everybody but Joker. Well, why didn't he kill Joker? Oh, because he has plot armor. It's Joker. Well, then this is nonsense. Like James, like the villains would die in James Bond, because it's like the henchmen would die, the villains would die, they all get killed because they're bad guys. They're not going to repeat. Drax is not coming back for Moonraker 2.
But also, too, James Bond is an instrument of war, right? Yeah. Like, he's a Cold War agent or a secret agent or whatever. And so his moniker is License to Kill.
Yeah, killing people is his job.
That's his job.
On that note, that's a great job to have. All right, on that note, guys, we're done for today. We'll see you on Wednesday for G.I. Joe, a real American hero, where there's going to be a lot of gunfire and a lot of people get killed, and it's awesome. See you guys.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.